Daniel says happy Sunday. Hello guys. Hello Daniel. Hope all is well. Carlo said, what's up, y'all? Pops, hello, Carlo. Reaper said, meow. Hello, Reaper. Flo Key says, hello, sir. How are you doing this evening? We loved your show. I'm doing fine. Aggravated, kind of got a headache, but it happens. That's when you do this kind of stuff, that's the way it goes. But thank you. We're glad you enjoyed it. Woo! Man, should have washed my hands before I come up here. My hands dirty. If I had somebody down in the building, I would tell them to bring me a wipe. Flo Keys, got to catch some of your other live stream earlier to when you were working on the engine. That's cool stuff. Yeah, we messed with it a little bit more after the live. We put another wiring harness on it. We're still not getting sparks, so we're gonna do some more studying on it. But hey, we have no idea what was wrong with the engine. We bought it just for it being aluminum. We was gonna rebuild it, so we're just shooting in the dark, even if it was any good at all. Dean says, howdy, sir. Hello, Dean. Hope you're doing well. Mike said, good evening. Hello, Mike. Com says, hi. Hello, Com. Flo Key said it was awesome either way. I do, it gets aggravated, but I do enjoy it because when we got the other one running like that, it really felt good. It was cool. So we'll get it. I do have to go out of town in the morning, but we'll be back. And we'll get it one way or the other. Stefan says hi, hello. Mike says hi, Dean, and Flo Keys. Already knows, says I'm from the UK. Have you ever seen any UK television? Hand jobs, Don? No, I have not. Never seen nothing like that. Stefan says, Stefan, we don't do that. I thought you was going to be pretty good, but I guess not. Anyway, it's me. Shannon says streaming and expecting donation as your main income is pathetic. Viewers aren't obligated to pay. Trends change instantly. An algorithm don't care about you. If you can't make your money, get a job. If it's me, Shannon, we both got jobs. We don't ask for donations. We don't ask for money. So stand around in the live stream and see what's going on and tell me how many times I've asked you for money. Daryl says tap tap or tap rap. I know what you mean. Calvin Guitar Man says, do you like Motorhead? Yeah, it's pretty good. Flo Key says it will be that much better when you get it this time. That's right. Dean said it was rough today at work today, and my little one is sick. I'm sorry, Dean. Ian says, take your pants off. Hell no, it's cold. Megan Brown says, I'm going to shout you out and wait and subscribe. All right, do it. Already said, what's your opinion on the new country hit from Hugh? I haven't heard it. Megan says, all right, thank you. Be like Bam Bam. Be like Bam Bam, says Chi Chi. Professor said, would you fight Donald Trump for $500,000 ship? I'd about fight anybody. All I got to do is get in the ring and I'd be knocking, boom, $500,000, a lot of money. Miranda says president issues and mandate to work, for the USA, question mark. I don't know what you mean. I don't pay attention to it. Megan Brown says, I will like and sub if you give a shout out. I don't really know how to do that, but I will shout you out. Megan Brown, hello. Welcome, Megan. I hope I said it right. Kevin says, I'm here for you, brother. Thank you, Kevin. Daryl says, R3 leave. No, he's down there racking his brain on that engine. He might be up here in a minute. I don't know. Drew says, I left my wife somewhere here. Have you seen her? Nope. Vance says, Mr. Lois, is that you? Mike said the trolls are running rampant tonight. Yeah, they must be pushing this pretty hard tonight. Mike said, Drew, I'm guessing you probably left her in the basement where you better go back and check. Carlos says, Mike. Daryl says, no politics. Dean said, Bucky can't catch a break. I feel sorry for him. I know, man. Drew says, I left my ex-wife in the basement. My new wife just got lost right now. Carlos says, what's up, Daryl? Jane said, hi. Oh, hello, Jane. Daryl said, big. Ellie says, hi. Hello, Ellie. Daryl says, Jane said, why does everyone stream theirself? I find it weird, but whatever floats the boat. I just don't know why everyone thinks the opinions matter. If it don't matter to you, all you got to do is keep going. That's what's so good about the live stream and the internet. It's so huge. If you can't find something on there you like, you might be the problem. Carlos says, hello, Jane. Joe says, eating feces carrying significant health risk for humans as feces contain human bacteria viruses. Who in the hell eats that? That's nasty. Hello from Russia. This is live. What's this live about? We come in here every day from 6 to 8. A lot of good people, good friends. And we come in and just talk, and I read everybody's comment. We talk back and forth. If you've never been in, welcome to the channel, and thank you for stopping in. Mike says, hi, Carlo. Holmes says, cheers from London. Hello. Jane said, hit the like, y'all. Martin says, what's your take on the new Netflix show? I've not watched it. Jane says, hi, Carlo. Dean says, wish I didn't live so far away from him. The Rush 21 says, oh, how lovely. Mike said, gets obvious your opinion doesn't matter either. How does it? Jane says, hi, Daryl. Frank says, hell, Trump. Anton says, dude, I ate a whole garlic today. All right. Jane said, hi, Mike. Flaming says, can you give me a good chuckle? Carlos says, everyone wished Daryl's wife a happy birthday. That's right. Tanya, happy birthday. 21 said, my name is Tala. T-A-L-I-A. Tala, if that helps. If I'm saying it right, Tala, welcome. Thank you. Prodigy says, I shouldn't make fun of Kid Rock. Who else could sing in the rural woods in the inner city in Confidence, Detroit? I have no idea, man. All right, Jimmy says, bet you choked your boy. Dean says, but there's a damn stubborn, but he's too stubborn to move closer to the family. Jane says, hi, Dean. AJ says, help me, I'm dying. No, really. Mike says, hi, Jane. Mike says, happy birthday, Daryl's wife. Justin says, hello, bald man. Hello, Justin. Everybody was asking about you today, buddy. AJ says, people are after me. Run, Forrest, run. Justin said, "Where's Randy at?" He's down there in the lower. We were trying to get that motor going. I think he's trying to do some research to see why they getting sparkles. Shrek says hi. AJ says, I'm in Iran. Well, welcome. Thank you. Jane says, hey, Justin. AJ says, the regime is out of control. Shrek says, I am from Wisconsin. Yes, I think we put you a pin in last night. Mike says, Justin. Jack Brown says, you like green eggs and ham? Nah, it's all right. AJ says, bitch, it's not a joke. I know it's not a joke. Run, damn it, run. Jay says, hi, Shrek. Jack Brown says, yeah, man. Jack Brown says, praise Jesus. Shrek says, what's your favorite kind of gas grill? We got the, what gas grill is that we got? Blackstone. Jane said, AJ, we don't talk politics. Ernest says, hi, I'm Ernie from Liverpool, UK, home of the Beatles, Liverpool guys. Hi, guys. Hello. Mike said, some Tamarite will give you some sparkles. I know, right? It's about what I need to do. Jack Brown says, hallelujah. Jane says, hi, Ernie. Jack Brown says, I love you. All right, Jack, you don't have to tell me you love me, buddy, but I appreciate it. 6 says, what's yellow and lives off a dead beetle? Yoko note? I don't know what that is. What we got here? Moss says, hi from Germany. ERIM says, I guess that's a Russian flag with a heart.
I think that's a Turkish flag.
Turkish flag, I'm sorry. Ernest says, hi, Jane. Jimmy says, ever been with a black girl? I don't think it's none of your business what I've done, Jimmy. We're not here talking about that stuff. Carlos said, what's up, R3? Jane said, welcome, Jeremy. 6 says, Yoko Ono was John Lemon's wife. Okay, didn't know that. Mike says, Jack Brown, you're working all the angles, aren't you, buddy? Jack Brown says, get some crayfish on the barbecue.
Crawfish.
It's cray, C-R-A-Y. Crawl's got a W on it, don't it?
Whatever.
Red Team says, oh boy, you like black cats? Carlos said, what's green and eats nuts? Shrek?
These nuts.
Shrek said, what's your favorite kind of, I just answered that. 6 said, hence the joke I told you. And Ernest said, yes, Yoko, yes, okay. Jack Brown says, hell yeah. Jack Brown says, I don't like black. Moss says, what is your content, Unc? We like car stuff. We don't like his stuff everybody's trying to jump in here and talk stupid about. Ernest said, what has to be broken before you can use it?
Eggs.
Yeah, eggs. Very good.
Glow sticks.
Glow sticks. A lot of stuff. Carlos said, siphons? Is that S-P-Y-H-I-L-L-I-S? Shrek says, I like Weber.
Carburetors?
I don't know. Jimmy says, can I pet that dog? Yeah, come on over. Jack says, you're cool, man. Ernest says, eggs. See, that's what Randy said. 6 said, I'm waiting for the answer to what's green and eats nuts. I said, Shrek. Shrek! I might have got the answer wrong, but Ernest says, how can a man die of old age on his 25th birthday. Internet says, yell louder, yell louder. Six says, oh, okay. Bud said, lightsabers make the best freshly sliced tomato toast. Okay. Maria says, you're wearing red. Oh, hell.
I got on blue underneath this sweatshirt.
Shrek said, green egg. Maria says, why are you wearing red? God dang. Because I'm not wearing orange. Jane said, can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? Shrek says, I have a Weber Genius grill. Oh, okay. I thought you meant carburetor. I forgot you're the one that asked about the grill. Sorry, buddy. I lost train of thought there for a minute. Jimmy said, give the good old boy a treat. Where are the treats? They right there. Let me give him a sense. Let me give him one.
Okay.
Here you go, buddy. From the internet. Let's see. Jimmy, he said, thank you. Jane said, hi, Maria. 2012 Chevy Silverado says, hey, man, hello, buddy. Mike says, hi, Maria. Maria says, jet black cats is the best thing on earth. Woo. Ernest says, he was born in a leap year. Daryl says, I'm wearing white, but you can't see it. Six says, why do witches wear no panties? To get a better grip on the broom. Maria says, hello, Jane and everyone. Jane said, Pops has to do laundry, probably. No, I'm leaving in the morning. I just didn't, this is just what I put on. I didn't put, if I'd have wore orange, somebody just said, why are you wearing orange all the time? If I'd have wore yellow, they'd have said, why are you wearing yellow all the time? So when I wear black, they want to know why I'm wearing black, not wearing orange no more. So, hey.
Then they want you to eat a salad, then you eat
Yeah.
a salad, and it's not a big enough salad.
Yeah, they want me to eat salads. I start eating salads, and then they say I don't eat big enough salads. So, hell, I give up. Let's see. Bud says the Millennium Falcon was a fixer-upper. Okay. Mike says, Maria, he must have got dressed in the dark this morning. Maria said, wait a minute. I'm doing my hair. Rangley said, negative 18 wind chill here in Maine. Damn, please keep it.
You know, I do have a question. If they tell you it's 30 degrees outside, but real feel is 20 degrees, is it not freaking 20 degrees outside?
No, the wind's making it feel like it is.
20 fucking degrees.
Simon says, do you like Trump? Does it matter? We
Randy
don't do
says
politics.
We don't talk about it.
Let's see. Mustache says, hey, what's better, orange glow or lava soap for a person's soap after working in the garage to clean the hands? I don't know. My hands is dirty. I was hoping somebody'd bring me a baby wipe. Bud says, works were pickpockets and thieves. All right. Jane said, no politics. OG said, what's up, dude? Your favorite wash rapper popping in to drop a like and show support. Well, thank you, OG. I do appreciate it. Shrek says, I have an Arctic Cat 1994 340 JAD Deluxe. All right, nice. Six says, just noticed the dented stick for the dog. It's full of sugar, just saying. Damn, somebody wanted me to give him a treat. It's a dog treat. Jane says, hey, OG. Simon said, is that your son in the corner? It sure is. The dog took the place, so let me see if I can get him into.
You know, I sit over here so I don't have to be in the video.
And we want you in the video. That's why you're here. Let's see.
Well, this is bullshit.
Chris says he didn't think twice when he wore it. I think he didn't even think once. I didn't even think about it. I just put it on. But said Luke Skywalker committed innocent with his little sister. That's Luke's problem, not mine. Jane said, Lowell, Maria. Ernest says, I wanted to buy a paper shop, but it blew away. Mike said, R3. That's honestly sounds logistic. Did I say it right?
I don't know, spell it.
Logical.
Logical.
Logical. I said logistics. Same thing. 6 says Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder were originally cast of Trading Places. Okay. Yellow says, hey, random question. Would you rather watch a tree grow? We're not doing that. Thank you. I do understand. I don't understand why people want to come in and say stupid shit, but I appreciate the algorithm question. Robert said, tell Randy Jr. Robert Harrisburg is my first game and is 128. Second game is 100 in bowling. Danny said, my great grandfather is a 7th arrangement and on an average more. He was the Native American Indian, comes home and passes away in Tennessee in 1807. The guy said, Baldy over there, what's it like to have no hair? Is it warm or is it chilly? I have more hair on my willy. You ought to shave that damn thing then. Nobody wants to see a hairy willy.
I don't want to see a fucking willy.
Simon, you got a positive willy. I don't want to hear it. Simon says, where you all from? Denton, North Carolina is where the shop is. America land. Bucking says, you guys seem based as hell. Shop says, is that Diddy in the background? Maria said, there's too many red in the screen.
God, boy.
Maria.
There you go.
Maria.
Can't make you happy, woman.
Maria. Quit complaining. Be happy. Think positive. Instead of bitching about the color, say thank you for cleaning the desk. How's that?
You forgot about that.
Mike said R3 called BS. 6 said what's the dog's name and how old is he? His name is Kane and he's 18 months. Maria said Christmas in 1 month ago. Mason says hi, hello. Ernest said what is black and white and red all over? Newspaper. Daryl said value basement dwellers are going to come in here and say ignorant, stupid crap. At least hit the like button and subscribe button, man. Yeah, please. At least help the likey button go up. Please touch my likey thing while you say stupid shit. Simon said, damn, Uncle Smart. Yellow say, Uncle dumb as hell. These two got conflicting stories. Somebody's lying.
Oh, hell.
8821 said, listen to Runaway by. Daryl said, leave. Yellow. Shrek says, have you heard of a Evinrude snowmobile? Nope. I've never even seen a snowmobile.
Evinrude?
Evinrude, yeah. Chef said, the guy in the back with the blue shirt looks like Diddy, bro. Diddy, bro? I didn't know Diddy had a bro.
Hold on. Let me look this up.
Buddy says, my favorite pattern of camouflage is mossy oak. Maria says, I'm happy. Well, thank God. I am so glad you're happy, Maria.
Man, whoever said I look like Diddy needs to go to the damn eye doctor, like, desperately.
Simon says, do you watch Sopranos? I don't do much TV at all. Chef says, Maria says, you cleaned the desk? I didn't even notice. I know you were too worried about shit that was wrong that you didn't like. Think positive. Have a positive outlook.
You know what I'm positive on? I'm about to go home and go to friggin' bed.
Ernest says yes. Simon says laugh my ass off. 6 says why has Santa got big balls? because he only comes once a year.
Hold on.
He might be blue.
Hold on. It's coming.
Steve says, I love Trump. There you go, Steve. I appreciate it. Shrek says, let it grow, let it grow. Plant a seed on the side of the world and make the world will rebirth. Or whatever.
Let it die, let it die.
Matthew said, hi, hello. Steve said, Monsignor products are okay. Simon said, damn blue guy doesn't know who Diddy is. Hey, bad part about it is you do. You know who Diddy is. You must be supplying him the baby oil while, rubbing him down and stuff. Steve says, I like a good old redneck, I like good old boy redneck like you. Thank you. Maria says, but I'm positive. Let's see. Yellow says,
That's me.
have you ever seen a bald crocodile? Shaft said, bro, I don't need to go to the eye doctor. You're legit the white version of Diddy. Same beard and hair, and look it up. He did look it up.
Diddy doesn't even have a beard, dumbass.
He said his brother.
No, he said I look like him,
He said his brother.
dumbass.
He said he looked like Diddy's brother.
Dumbass.
Bud said Hillbilly's Chihuahua was based on a true story. All right. Steve said liberals are protesting the Super Bowl. I don't care. Maria said lol. Shrek says that he's a dirtbag. What's that? Derby? D-E-R-T-E-Y?
D-E-R what?
D-E-R-T-E-Y.
Dirty.
Dirty. Damn. You dirty dirtbag. I tell you what, I'm so damn mad. Daryl said that's why all the trolls are here. The stupid bowl going on. Everybody's out there watching football players smack each other's butt. Oh, is the Super Bowl on right now? Damn. Ernest says, what has mountains but no rocks, cities but no buildings, rivers but no water? I don't know. Steve said the NFL commissioner is a leftly sellout. Okay. Fred says, can we stop talking Diddy? As far as I'm concerned, he don't do nothing for me. Steve said that the NFL is rigged. Oh, hell.
You want to know who wins that every year? The dumbasses who damn put it on, and everybody pays hundreds of dollars to go up there and just watch.
The only true sports anymore is wrestling.
Even then, that's the most realistic one.
And midget wrestling at that.
Hey, did you see they're coming to High Point on the
Yes,
17th?
I did.
Madison said I should buy you tickets and take you.
Chef said, why is he so mad? It isn't a negative thing. Looking someone isn't an insult. Why you so mad at the viewers, little bro? Who the hell's mad? Ryan said, your president is a PDF. Is that a file? Shrek says, hippy ditty party. Maria says, whoa. Maria says, that's a green thing in the...
I showed her.
Oh. Bud said, wood rats are fireproof. Snowman says, can you finish the rest of the Ritz crackers, please? Who said it wasn't finished? I'll leave it up there just so who sees it. Shaft says, Shrek is a ditty party out here. Darry says, Grandpa, go to bed. Get to bed. Steve says, Bad Bunny performed the halftime show. Screw the NFL. Joseph says, the me-o jock. Mike says, Shrek needs hook on phonics. Ernest says, map. ILY says, imagine giant butts wandering at the woods, farting, waking up every morning with farts. Oh, wow. Boy, you're good. I'll tell you what, I wish I was that damn smart. Ron says, your present's a PDF. Isn't that a file on the computer? Maria says, that green guy looks unhappy. Shrek says, Patriots. Maria says, he's dirty. Ears said, what's Wolverine doing on the couch? Maria said, maybe that's why he's on the ground. Shrek's hollering Patriots because it's all rigged. Shaft says, Maria, doesn't he look like Diddy? Mike says, wrestling. JMG says, Baldy over there. What's it like to have no hair? Is it hot or is it cold? I don't know because I'm not bald. Jay said, shout out, please. Shout out. Shout out. He said it twice. Bud says, any burrito is a breakfast burrito if you eat it before lunch. If you eat it after lunch, isn't it before the lunch the next day? Let's see. Chef says, do a poll out for us if the guy in the blue t-shirt looks like Diddy, or let us vote. Simon said, do you play games? Nope, no games. Ernest says, bye, Never Done Pro from Liverpool. Take care. See you, Ernest. Thanks for stopping in.
Ernest.
Daryl says, what time do you have to leave tomorrow, Randy? I just got to be there, before Tuesday morning. So I'll do it like a regular work day. I'll just get up and get ready and go. I won't be in no hurry. I think it takes about 4.5 hours to get there. So I think check-in's like at 3 o'clock, something like that. I won't be in a real big hurry. James said, hit the like button. Mike said, where you get the big gummy? That's Carmen, Justin's girlfriend, got it for Kane. Chef said, this is the democracy. Let us vote if blue shirt guy looks like Diddy or not. James says, I want to go watch midget wrestling. I think it'd be funny as hell.
I think we should take Justin.
Shrek's,
Not tell him where we're going and just take Justin.
Screw Rain. Maria said, Diddy had hair. Randy is bald. That's why he can't be Diddy.
Oh, they're talking about me.
Matthew said, Matthew, hell yeah. Said hi. Maria said, despite the skin color. Jimmy, was Diddy black?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Jimmy said, my ex was outstanding woman. Outstanding in the rain.
Did you take the exhaust out of the back of my plane?
Yeah, you told me to get it out of the truck.
I said, we was.
Shrek said, I want a Canadian disabled fight. Simon says, what work do you do? I work for the railroad, track inspecting. He works for the railroad, driving the train.
Engineer.
Shaft said, I'm not talking about Randy. I'm talking about the blue shirt guy in the back. His name's Randy also.
Come on now. Keep up.
Shrek said, I want to see a crippled fight. Maria said, what does outstanding mean? It means I am great.
Means I am better than you.
Bud says, bumper stickers hurt my brains. Well, don't read them or quit putting them in your ear.
Hey, I got a bumper sticker on my car, but I can't put it on my bumper because it's a magnet.
Steph said, via Russian. Shrek says, look it up. Kevin says, you're a good man. Trust me. Nao says, can you twerk? Nope. Let's see. Daryl says, you're that worry about sissy, you need like the help. Simon said, who do you think is better, Epstein or Diddy? I don't care for neither one of them. Who are they? It's a shame you know people like that. Will says 2026 is the year they finally built that wall. Maria says, you haven't seen Diddy? No, I've heard everybody talking about it, but I don't know who Diddy is. God help us says Trump is in the Trump Sting files more than ever been in Manila or whatever. Hell, you don't know. Steve says, take care, Big Daddy Steve from London, England. All right, buddy, thank you. Chef said, you the irritated Randy, the red shirt jumper. Randy is the important one. Maria says, no, seriously, what does outstanding mean? That's what it means. If you're outstanding in your class, you're top in your class. Shrek said he has a gay bumper sticker. The Flamingo says, you look dumb, but you're pretty cool. I like your live stream. Keep it up. Pegu says, hi, Never Done and Son. Hello. Anthony said, hi. Chef said, oh my God, now that you say it, the blue shirt guy does look more like Epstein. Claudia said, God help us, said Trumpstein Files. Damn, you making up words too, ain't you? Shane said, did R3 say he couldn't put a bumper sticker on his car because it's a magnet? He's bumper, is it metal? I don't know. God help us, that dude can't read. Maybe you can't write. Daniel said, fart into the mic, old man. Why would I do that? Then I got to talk into it. Automotive says, what's up, Chappie? How's it going today? Going good. Daryl said, neither is yours, Jane. Daniel said, let's hear that butthole talk. Daniel's actually doing all the butthole talking right there, 2004. Maria says, oh. Sav says, bro, can't read. Will said, one piece of life advice for guys in his 20s, man. I say make yourself happy. Don't worry about trying to make everybody else happy. You're going to make mistakes. Live life for yourself. Make yourself happy. And you can't make nobody else can make you happy. So do what you want to do. If you got a dream, go for it. You're always going to have people like these trolls trying to talk down about what you're doing. I don't know what they got going on their channel, but at least I'm trying to do something with my life. Let's see. Justice says, hail to the painter. Average says, do you like Charlie Kirk? I don't know him. Chef says, God help us, this guy really can't read. Jimmy says, get rice and bananas out. Riz said, because one of my teachers, when they asked him to describe me, he wrote the outstanding girl, and I didn't know what it means, and I forgot to ask him. Well, that's what it meant. You're outstanding. Simon says, what do you think of Erica Kirk? Don't know nothing about her. Never met her. Automobile says, you fix AMGs? Never worked on one. Matthew said, Matthew, hell yeah. Matthew said, hi. Trump said, Daryl, what's a bumper good for? Average says, what do you have a crush on Jesus Christ? Shrek says, have you heard of a Harley Davidson if you swap the engine 6.0 power stroke? No. Will said, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Matthew said, hi. Matthew said, Matthew, hell yeah. Daddy says, well, become an American. You're failed by default. Riz says, Chef, can you please shut up? Will says, thoughts on Kirstein Files. I don't care, man. Y'all are trying to get into shit that I don't give two shits about. I'm here to have fun. Shrek said, your libertarian name is Matthew. Simon says, what car do you drive? On an everyday
options.
Yeah, we've got probably 23 sitting around here at any given moment, but my everyday driver is a 2006 Dale Earnhardt Edition Chevy SS truck. Intimidator. Automobile says, good dog in the back. Will said, some true stuff about me being gay. 10 people in here, 25 thumbs up.
I think it's about time I replace these insults. Look at these.
Yep. James says, oh, you loser trolls, hit the like. This man is at least trying. What the fuck are you guys doing with your miserable lives?
I like that comment.
I do too. I'm sitting in my mama's basement wishing I was doing better. Maria said, well, to be fair, the salad size bowl was not really small. Yes, it was small, Maria. My regular salads are about 3 times that size. If I do not forget it, when I get back, I will get a chef salad from Sir Pizza and show you what our regular salad normally looks like.
You know what she gonna say about that? Yeah. That salad's got too much meat on it.
Yeah.
The
Let's
salad's
see.
about 6 pounds.
Simon says, do you support LGBTQRSYZ too? Fuck, I like the alphabet, but y'all trying to ruin it too. You done ruined the damn.
That feels weird.
You done ruined the damn rainbow.
I'm gonna type my shoes
Mike
up,
says,
please.
Jane, the trolls are wasting our precious air. That's what they're doing. Jane said, true, Mike. James said, my boyfriend's wife likes me. You ought to like your boyfriend. Will says, I dodge salads, but life's short, and I agree. Maria says, you know the place looks so different from the first time I was there.
Who said that?
Maria?
Oh yeah, this whole building.
Believe me, if you go back and watch the beginning of it, when Randy first got the building, people come in here and tell me I need to clean up. They really ought to see how different it looks. They ought to spend some time and watch all the videos. 6 says, do you hunt? Nope. Maria said, he hunts cars. Yep, you're right, Maria. I agree with Maria.
Oh god, here we go with that shit. God dang.
Maestro says he's gay. He's wanting to know, has anybody got any words of advice for him being gay?
You'll never be able to procreate because you're freaking gay.
Yeah, well, I give you 10% off Vaseline, get the fuck back in the closet. Will says, stroke the dog. Will says, show the doggy some love. Maria says, I already watched all the videos. I'm not talking about you, Maria. I'm talking about all the people that say we need to clean up. Oh, never mind. You say we need to clean up too.
Wait a second. Maria, clean up your room.
Carlos says, Manhattan salad. There you go. Maria says, lol. No, I didn't. Maria says, I don't agree with you. My friend's laughing. Maestro says he's still gay. Maestro, I hate it for you, buddy, but dude, it's a lot cleaner if you're not gay.
Hey, here's a question. If you're gay there, Maestro, and you get divorced from your husband, who takes half the shit?
Well, it depends on where it's washed off. 6 says, is just you and your son in the house?
Yep.
Yep.
Maybe got Bobby's ghost if you get mad and left.
Yeah, every once in a while, my youngest son will come over here and help us out. My middle son's moved away, so he don't get to come anymore. My friend says, I love Vaseline advice. Maria said, I was about to clean it, but the live started.
I'm sure you were.
Have you have any of you served in the military? We have not.
Nope.
He was a cop, but we've not served in the military. Will said, Will said he was trans, so okay. The flip says he's queer. All right, man. Are y'all all in the same room, or y'all got a train going on, or what's going on here tonight?
They like trains, just different ones that we work on.
Carman 37 said, keep your gayness in the bedroom. You have to talk to Will and the Flipster over there. They like that stuff. Matthew said hi. Hello, Matthew. Moran says, hey man, I hope you're doing okay. I am. Stroll says, hey guys, are you guys German? Nope. Simon said, do you dislike gays? I don't care. Do what you want. It ain't me. Maria said, no, seriously, if you didn't clean it, my dad's gonna kick me out the house. And I won't be able to eat his horrible fish.
No.
John says, hey, pal, stop shooting.
No. Fuck you. Fuck you. No! Oh, the beat the damn dog shit out of you.
Let's see. Stroll says, pal, stop shooting. Jason says, you need a wig with lipstick. Why, you don't think I'm sexy the way I am? James and Maria, how was your burn dinner last night?
Stop it.
All right, I'm gonna get you good. Go on.
Put it down.
Go on.
Put it down.
Go on.
Put it down.
All right, you go on. Or I'm gonna get you good.
Thump you right in the damn ear.
You know I will.
Fucking bitch.
Now you gotta find my glasses. Put them back in. You broke them.
Fuck you. You do it yourself. That's my fault, you fuckhead. You are what you would call a baby back bitch. Now you've lost the.
You throwed it. It's down there somewhere.
Then get it.
I can't see it.
I can't either. You got water in my eye. Give me the fucking water. God dang it.
You started it.
The fuck I did.
The heck you didn't. I can't read till I get my glasses because I absolutely cannot see.
My glasses. Can't see without my
All right.
glasses. You have a backup pair anyway, you fuck.
Matthew said, Megan said, man, I hope you're doing well. I did. I read that. Nope. Some said, nope. Maria said, no, seriously. Nope. Claimed to kick me out.
What? Yeah, they're probably pretty dirty.
Jay said, I read that. Jason Maria, how was your burnt dinner last night? I read that. Maria said, it was horrible, Jane. Maria says, water and fire. I'm watching y'all. I'm watching Avatar. Mike said, it's all fun and games till somebody gets an eye put out. I remember that Christmas movie. Jane said, should we call Adult Protection Services elderly abuse? Yes, please. He's hurting me.
You know, they take you away from me.
Let's see. Maria said, oh, those are the old glasses. Actually, I like these glasses better, but one keeps falling out. So I got these other ones. I haven't went and bought more yet. I've got a bag of them somewhere. I need to find them and get some. I need a new case too, but I'm too tight to spend that dollar. Bud said, my horse has 4 wheels. Jack said, what's up, Mr. Red?
Hello.
Jessica says, are you a Wrangler jeans guy? Nope, Carhartt. Jane said, I was talking about R3 elderly. He's going to be 30.
Yeah.
Maria says, do you hide glasses in your shoes too? Nope, just in my Carhartts. 8 people in here, 29 thumbs up. Man, we way behind. All these trolls really screwed everybody up today, I'll tell you.
Or that stupid bolt.
Well, yeah. I guess some of our watchers are watching that. I ain't believing you spilt my damn Pepsi.
I didn't spill nothing.
Ooh. Jane said all the trolls chased everyone away, evidently. Oh well. Let's see. Mike says, "I feel you on the dollar. Unfortunately, the dollar store is now $1.25. I know, right? They need to change the damn name." Bud says, "Are you the ghost of Archie Bunker?" Yeah. Damn, we all the way down to 5 people in here. Lord, everybody left.
Good God.
Maybe some more people come in or new trolls. You never know. Maria says, "I remember when I put money in my shoes and when I went to buy ice cream, I took off my shoes in the middle of the shop. Here's my ice cream money, but it smells like old feet." Maria says, "You scared everybody. How'd I scare them?" Ryan says, "You wear gay jeans?" I don't wear your jeans, buddy. You got them. You keep your jeans. I wear Carhartt. I don't wear your gay jeans. I bet you wear them damn, what do you call them damn straight-laced, tight-fitting jeans? Them
Skinny jeans?
skinny jeans. I bet that's what you wear. It even says, Ryan wears skinny jeans makes sense. See? Damn. It's all in your name. Jane said, "Did you get anything done on the motor?" Well, we got it to turn it over faster. We actually took the new harness off and put the old harness on and hooked it to hooked the charger up on the back. We got the other battery out. But
I think I got a bad crankshaft or camshaft position sensor.
We still don't have spark, but you know, we'll get it. Randy will probably get it while I'm at Atlanta.
I ordered a new one.
Mike says, "I think everyone took that off when they was fighting to call 911. Maria said, "Shut up, my feet isn't old." No, but they stink like old people. Bud says, "I have a million questions. Would you like some?" That depends how stupid they are. Jim Beam says, "I bet you went to the Epstein Island. I bet you live there." Ryan says, "LOL." Ryan says, "Bud, go ahead." Maria says, "I think 1 million is a lot." Average Punk says, "What brand is your ceiling fan?" The one circular type. Maria says, "I already asked Randy all questions before. Took so many unnecessary information." Okay. Bud says, "Have you ever seen the El Chumpo Cobra?" Nope. Maria said, "Randy went to the island to save the kids." That's right. Wished I could get all those files really laid out and start doing a briefing on all of them. I might have to start doing one briefing a day on the people that's in the Randy files.
Maria says she's worried if she's going to be in the Randy files or not.
Oh. That's our main suspect. Well, 15 people come back, 10 more people come back in here, so 15 people, 29 thumbs up. Let's see, Ryan said Island Hillbilly. Yeah, that's my island. I like the Hillbilly Island. Oh, man. Jane said, "Didn't you see Jim Beam at Epstein Falls?" I think he was in there. I think he was the head man. Bud said, "How many bottles of ketchup do you eat in a day?" Depends on how much steak I eat. Man, people coming in. Let's see. Maria says, "When I talk to my Italian friend, he says you have good American accent. I told him because I watch too many Americans on my phone." Travel said, good evening from Spain. How are you guys? Doing great. Hope you are.
You know, I'm in Spain just without the S.
Maybe he shouldn't mess with me so much. Ryan says, you put ketchup on steak? Yep. Is that I happen to like ketchup on my steak. Travel says, shit pain. How so, man? Hope you be good soon. Lawrence said hi. Hello, Lawrence. Bud said, my trailer park is Crunkin. Okay. Carunkin. Okay. Man, all of y'all new people coming in here, hit that like button for me over there, please. Come on. Maria says, why you put ketchup on everything? I don't put ketchup on everything. I put it on steak, French fries, Fish, tenderloin. I put ketchup on the things I like ketchup on. I know I could take a nap. Chris says, you even put ketchup on fish. I thought you were crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a rubber room with rats. I don't like rats. Ryan said, that's everything. No, I don't put ketchup on ice cream. I don't put ketchup on eggs. I have eat ketchup on eggs, but I don't do it. Mike said, Maria, I put ketchup on my mac and cheese.
That sounds disgusting.
I have, but it was mixed in with something else I was eating. But mac and cheese, you don't need nothing on mac and cheese but mac and cheese. I do like ketchup on my rice. Lawrence says, hit the like and subscribe, everyone. Yes, please. Bud says, do fish get scared of heights in deep water? Could be.
Okay, buddy.
Reed said, hey, man. Lawrence says, lol. Slow says, come on now. Let's see what Slow's got going on here. I don't know why I picked this channel here. Oh my gosh, he's got 15 subscribers, does absolutely nothing with his channel, but he looks like he's got his mouth open for some of that, for his eggs. I see where he puts it, why he puts his eggs out like that. Death says nasty. Jane says, you put ketchup on all that stuff and don't like tomatoes? You can learn to love tomatoes if you add sugar. Brett said, you're making me feel sleepy. Stop yawning. Oh, me. Oh, my. Brett said, you're wearing red like ketchup. It was actually white before I ate my steak. I got real messy. Mike says, it's yummy. You should try it. Maria said, no thanks. Child says, how about the joke? A lesbian asked for directions. I told her to go straight. I like it. Maria said, not funny. La dee da boom buddy.
Is it computer freeze?
No, just everybody quit. You know, we're only showing 8 people in here, so. Adam said, "What's up, Randy?" Hello, Adam.
Hello, Adam.
There ain't many people in here, so. Let's see. Bud says, "I think chicken is trying to get in my coyote coop." Maria said, "How about you tell us a joke?" Jane said, hey, Adam, I don't know a good joke right now, Maria. Adam says, how are you guys doing tonight? Doing pretty good. Mike says, hey, Adam. Carlos said, what's up, Grease? Grease said, Jane. Cheyenne says, Cheyenne. You wouldn't believe me, says, Adam says, hello, Maria, Mike, and Big, and Cheyenne. Maria said, you should write your jokes on paper. Well, then if I had my paper out here, people would think that my desk was messy. Then they would get mad because my desk was messy. So I would move it and forget it.
Man, come on up here.
Larry Dildon said hi. Hello, Larry. Actually, I need to write a lot of stuff down, Maria, so I wouldn't forget it. Adam said, how's the shop horse doing?
Well, he just got underneath my leg.
Let's see. Jay said, believe me. He says, hit the like button. MT says, have you heard anything about the, no. Maria says, man, you're unbelievable. Fish memory, huh? What did I forget now? Oh. Oh, me. Clean your room. MT says, come on, man. Jane said, MT is stupid. Bud says, can I use goat milk and cornbread batter? I have no idea. You do whatever you want to with goat milk. Brian says, hello from Ohio. Hello, Byron. Slav says, why else didn't buy Greenland? Hell, I don't know. I didn't know it was for sale. Adam said, R3, you ready to sell me the Tiger Paw sign yet?
I don't know.
MT said, chill out, Jane, live a little. Chris says, my grandpa has an orange fish. It reminds me of you. Your grandpa's a smart man. Jane says, hi, Byron. Ohio here too. Confused said, hi, hello. Proud American said, hey, hey, hey.
Howdy.
Join February the 4th, 2026. Let's see here. Adam says, Byron, Ohio here. Let's see. Sloth says, well, greetings from Greenland. David said, my BMW is still broke down. Man, I'm sorry. Jane says, hey, Proud America says, how y'all Randy's doing today, sir? I'm doing well. Hope you are.
My head hurts.
Hey there, Jane. Riz says, my grandpa used to buy us ice cream 3 times a day in summer. See? Smart man. I like your grandfather. Adam said, South greetings from what seems like Iceland here. Yeah, no shit. Mike says, MT, be careful, Jane's a serial killer. Dora says, urgent stream policy violation detected. Close the stream now to save the channel from a permanent ban. 2 minutes remaining. Hey, Dora,
scared.
while you're there, hit the like button, please. We'll ride this boat straight to hell. Hayden said, skid marks before the dog. Bud said, would you rather fight a 50-pound chicken or a 5-pound gorilla to death? I don't do the would rather thing. MT's laughing. 19 people, 34 thumbs up. Maria says, did you see our breakfast today? I did. Adam said gorilla, especially 5 pound. That's an Ethiopian gorilla, ain't it? Or a baby one. Hayden said, shout out my friend. Shout out Hayden's friend. Justin said, there's the fatty.
What'd you do? Look in the mirror?
Adam said, Maria, how do I follow you?
Usually, whenever she walks to and from school, that's the best time to follow her. She
Adam
doesn't pay a lot
said-
of attention.
Adam said, hey, Justin, she's always talking on her phone. And Maria says, follow me where? What you talking about, Willis? Man, I need some ice. This Pepsi got cold, warm fast. Jay said, oh, Adam, you need me to tell you how to follow someone? Maria says, don't follow me. That's crazy. That's scary.
You wonder how I was the cashier at your local restaurant. Not a restaurant, but grocery store.
Adam says, your other social media, Maria. MT says, who you got for the Super Bowl? When's the Super Bowl going on? Who's playing? Proud America said, Dora the Explorer, go search for the damn mountain you have been looking for my entire childhood. Dora, you can't see shit. Maria said, oh, I have Instagram. Diary said, what's up from Russia? Hello from Russia. Maria says, I think it's at M_X95I. Adam said, I'm not hard to miss, Maria. I make a lot of clunky noise when I walk, especially when he walks out of his leg. MT said, Patriot versus Seahawks Super Bowl is on right now. Oh, I don't know. I don't give a damn. I'm not watching it. I'd rather talk to the people in here. I would rather talk to these stupid trolls than watch the damn Super Bowl. Bud said, house cats may have 9 lives, but they have 0 souls. Dar says, which team are you fun? NE or SH?
New
Said,
England or Seattle Seahawks?
let's see.
Wherever
Dan Dana Carty says, is it pink? Maria says, they have beautiful souls. Jane says, not only that, but Adam as big as a billboard. Mike said, super what? Proud American said, did the other Randy say my ass hurts as a response to my question how all Randys are doing?
Close enough. My head hurts.
Same thing. They both get messed when wet when he messes with me. I'll squirt him. Y'all want to see me do it again?
No.
Carlos said, no, it's purple gangsterous. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Says, don't care about the Super Bowl. Nope, not at all. They used to have good commercials. Now I don't even care about them. Too many of the wrong people in there. Adam says, right, Jane, when the sun disappears and it sounds like a cranking screen door, better look out. Rita says, okay, now I feel cold. Proud American says, oh, the head. Bud says, why are goats frightened by the sound of chainsaws? I have no idea. Proud American said, my bad. Rich says, how many red shirts you have? About 2 less than orange. I have no idea, Maria. Daniel says, take your shoes off the couch. Animal, hell, it's his couch. He does what he wants. Snowman says, is your nephew on that couch? No, it's my son. Block Boy says, fart in the mic. Why y'all want to hear us fart so much? Y'all some sickening individuals. Proud America said, Super Bowl. Nah, I'm a NASCAR fan. Hey, Block, donate $50. James said, hit the like button, people. Adam says, proud NASCAR has gone to hell. Exactly. Chris says, I only saw you wear this red shirt. This is my Lana World shirt. I usually wear an Airmark shirt. I got a bunch of them. This is my other the business I used to do on my liner machine. This has got my phone number and stuff on the back. Let's see. Adam said, unfortunately. Daniel said, star stripe with an eagle. Mike said, NASCAR has been taken over by the woke crowd. Yeah. Maria said, what's Liner World? I got a spray-on liner machine that you put in like, you can do it in the beds of trucks, walkways, swimming pools. It's like a rubber liner. If I spray it, you can fill it full of water or whatever. I did truck beds is what I did it for. Jane said, so many greedy people in this world, sports has taken a hit because of it. Proud America said, yeah. Them 5 lug nuts of NASCAR became one big boat wheel. I knew that NASCAR is going to hell. That's the same as IndyCar. IndyCar has been like that. But I knew it went downhill after Dale Sr. passed away. It kind of lost everything that day. Rocco says, hello from Argentina. Yeah, Argentina, sorry. Maria says, how many jobs you had? Now, this was my business. I bought this company and did it. But now, I've not had that many jobs. I worked for a bus company for 23 years. And then I worked for Thomas Bus for 15 years. The railroad for 15 years. So I've had a lot of side jobs and stuff I made extra money on, but I've not had that many big jobs. I did work for Pepsi for a while, which that was in between Thomas and the railroad. Let's see. Bud said Stormy Daniels for Department of Relations. Adam said, yep, turned into F1 proud. Now it costs just as much. Kevin said, I'm lonely, brother. Maria says, don't be lonely. Bud says, I put truck bed liner in my hot tub. I've thought about doing something like that. Proud American says, yes, IndyCar, not that fun. The 5 lug nuts thrill. The pit stop was iconic to NASCAR, as most of the motorsports go with one big lug nut wheel. Kevin says, how can I get a girlfriend?
You go down to the local bar about 3 o'clock in the morning whenever they all start walking out. Get some chloroform on a rag, go sneak up behind them. They'll be your girlfriend until they wake up.
Nah, let's don't do that.
Don't do that.
Go to the grocery store. Everybody's got to go buy groceries.
Go to Target. There's a bunch of women there looking for stuff they don't need anyway.
James said, work for Pepsi. They fired them because he was drinking the profits. Do you know I've never been fired from a job? Never.
Keep on, we can change that.
Adam said, Lord Jane, proud Americans laughing. Bud said, does anyone have a receipt for the bath soap? No, I put it on a rope. Dang, it's only 7:15. I thought we'd been on this live a lot longer than this.
Yeah, me too.
Jane said, pick up lady at bars. They never been goggles on. They have beer goggles on. You're good till in the morning. Buy a bunch of drinks for them. Adam says, can of starting fluid, Cosby sauce spray, it's all the same thing. That's right. Kevin says, I need a girlfriend, brother.
You'll change your mind as soon as you get one.
Well, I don't carry them around or anything, so I can't help you with them.
Well, hey, what's your opinion about women?
MJS says, show us your tits. No. Bud said, can our creatures pick their nose with their feet? Oh, all right. Okay. Orangutans. I have no idea. Mike said, good one, Jane. Kevin's laughing. Proud of Erickson. The other Randy was so on point with girlfriends. Sneak with chloroform. The girl won't be able to overreact for a small stupid things.
Exactly.
MJS says, I thought this was a porn stream. My bad. Yep, you're bad. Hazel said, hi, where is Puppy at?
He's underneath my leg.
If you look right under Randy's leg right there, you'll see him. You can hear him snoring back there too. Or Randy's going to sleep one.
Don't worry about it.
You want me to show you how to wake Randy up?
You start, I swear to God.
What you gonna do?
I will shit my pants and make you smell it.
How you gonna do that? Because I'll just keep squirting you. You can't keep coming if I keep squirting you. You can't stand it. Hazel said, oh. Bud said 2 out of 3 of my ex-wives agree it wasn't me, it was them. Maybe they just said that just to get the hell away. Maria said, do something interesting. Like what? Kevin said, is it legal to have 10 girlfriends? You can have many girlfriends if you want. They may not like it. Adam says, make sure you are sober when you leave the bars. Lessen the chance of taking home a boyfriend by mistake.
Lady boy.
Maria says, I don't know. Me neither, Maria. Adam says, no, just not smart, Kevin. Maria said 10 girlfriends is too much. Shit, yeah.
One's expensive as shit.
Maria says, I like dancing.
Well, that's good for you.
You got them little things on your fingers that goes ching, 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 ching.
Ching-ling, ching-ling, chong.
Let's see. Maria says, like. Kevin said, I'm thinking of getting 20 girlfriends and telling a different birthday to each one of them, and when they give me a gift, I dump them and get another one. Well, hell, if you don't have any now, I wouldn't be trying to run any off till you could figure out how to get them. Proud America said 10 girlfriends. Man, call escort service. That will be cheaper. Yes, you're exactly right. Maria says, I didn't say I like. You didn't? Oh. You want me to dance? No, the other day you told me you didn't want to see me dance. Adam said, one girlfriend has enough baggage. I don't even want a damn girlfriend. They ain't worth the trouble. Bud says, my wife and my girlfriend don't get along. How can I resolve that? Get rid of one of them. Mike says, Kevin, how are you going to get 20 girlfriends when you can't get one? Just a honest question. That's what I said. Adam said, Mike, lol. Maria said, I changed my mind now. I want to see you dance. Proud American said, Kevin, you ever had a girlfriend? Did you? I wished I could dance. I'd love to know how to dance. I've been watching them people, I don't know what you call it, doing these dancing on TikTok where it looks like their legs are moving, but they're not. I love to watch that. I'd love to learn it. Maria says, men doing those things and after that complaining about being lonely. Doing what things? I disagree with guys doing that. So loyalty is where it's at. Bud said, do cat litter boxes have a weight limit? Don't know. I've never done any research on a cat litter box. Adam said, Maria, ever see a one-legged guy play hopscotch? We only use half the board. Maria said, I'm thinking about men in general. Yeah, they dogs. Proud America said, Kevin, only one girlfriend is enough to drain your bank account. Your expenses will skyrocket with just one. Ethan says, hi. Hello, Ethan. Look at his eyes ain't even all the way open.
He's pretty comfortable right now.
He was sound asleep. I'm about ready to kick back right here. Take me a nap. 95 LT1 says, did you roofie T? Is that Adam 22 back there? Adam says, guys, I have to get going. Got some sanding to get done. Damn, I can't even talk. See ya, Adam. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, bud.
Burger said, Jesus is the truth. Hell is real. We all sin. He died on the cross to pay for our sins. Was buried and rose again the third day. Put your faith in him alone. You save you. Trust in him. He did for you. Bud said, left-hand people do things right in front of a mirror. Burger says, hi. Proud America says, I want to have 20 cars though. Jane says, take care, Adam. Maria says, I have a question. How old was your mom when she had you? 18. Uh, 19, I think.
What?
I think she was 18. I'm not 100. I'm about sure she said she was 18.
Who's that?
My mom.
When?
When my mom had me.
Oh.
Mike says, bye, Adam. Carlo says, I think Jesus was a, no, now, Carlo. Come on now. That right there hit way too far on all kinds of ethics violations there. We don't talk that. Proud America says, why your channel name is Never Done Projects? Well, if you'll really know, two reasons. One, my property at the house has never done acres. And it was like that when I bought it. And I like Never Done Projects for the business name and the channel. But also, if you'll think about it, a project is really never done. You can finish a car or a house and move into the house or start driving the car or whatever. In about a month's time, you wished you'd have changed the bathroom or you wished you'd have put a different set of wheels on it. So it's truly never done, mainly because your wants change. Ethan said, "You look old." Well, I'm 56. Bud said, "My blood type is Q positive." All right. Carlos said, "Sorry, just kidding." Maria says, "You didn't do anything interesting." I know, I'm just a boring soul. Proud American said, "Cause I see y'all have done some projects." Oh yeah, we've got several projects. We got way more than we can ever finish. Hazel said the puppy is blended in with your couch. Yeah, everybody says that. Camouflage. Proud American said yes. 86. No way. 86. No way. Kevin says, "You look good for your age, brother." Thank you, Kevin. Ethan said, "Who's that next to you?" My son's back there on the couch and my dog King. Daryl said, "Ghostly called me old in my live yesterday." Oh man. Why is she being mean? She's usually different in your life than she is mine. She's
Olivia?
Yeah. She's a lot nicer and types a lot better in your life than she does mine. Maria says, "You all old." Yep. Wise too. Ethan said, "Can you please show your dog? He's asleep." He's asleep right now. Normally he'll be. I don't know why he likes to pick the. When he comes in here in the live, he gets on that couch and goes to sleep. Deborah said, "Good evening." Hello, Deborah. Jane says, "Daryl, you're 55, right?" Daryl says, "I picked the black back of the race car up," and she said, "Put it down. You're too old for that." Bud said, "My dog has latent physical abilities." All right. Daryl said, "Yep." Oh, yeah. Proud American says that Red Randy looks like 40 to 45, and the Couch Randy looks 18 to 19. Oh, boy. Well, I'm 56. I'll be 57 in April, and Randy will be 30 in June.
Mm-hmm.
Maria says, "I want to sleep in a couch like that." Someone said, "Hi, Greenland. Hello." Good Lord. I need something to make me sleep tonight. I'm tired. I need to rest. I'll go to sleep. Let's see. Proud American said, "I want to sit in peace like that." Yeah, he does look peaceful, don't he? Makes me look like I need to be sleeping. I thought about asking if he wanted to read a little bit, but I bet you I'll never get that comfortable on that couch. Someone said, "Where is the bitches?" We don't have no bitches around here. We got all nice ladies. Maria said, "Stay in touch, my lucky." Say, "Touch my lucky." Touch my lucky thingy, please. Proud American said, "Randy's life got some real peace. It's amazing." Yep. Bud said, "Greenland has been renamed to Orange Land." Then I got it. It's mine. Daryl said, "I need donations, $550 in my Amazon cart." If y'all will donate $1,000 to me, I'll give Daryl his $550. Maria says, "We have the Orange City in Iraq." I know. I put it there. Daryl said, "R3, what size suit did you buy?"
Suit?
Race suit.
I think a 2X.
He thinks 2X.
Let me go check.
He'll go look right quick. Someone, can I sell some part of Greenland? You do whatever you want. If you find somebody to buy it, go for it. Maria said they called it that because they make too many oranges. Proud America said Greenland is covered with ice. Iceland is covered with green plants. The heck? Daryl said, will large be too small for me? He's going to go look and see what his is. Jane said, donate to me so I can go play. Maria said, red looks good on everyone, even bald head. Scott said, hey, hello, Scott.
It's a 2X, Daryl, and it fits me very loose. I probably could have got away with the XL.
He says, will large be too small for me?
Buddy, I do not know. I know I'm 5'10", 5'11". Like I said, the 2X is a little too long for me, but it's fine.
Let's see. Someone said, let's exchange Greenland for Epstein Iceland.
Look, I don't even want the ice, but I'll give you California for Greenland.
Bud said, why is this stream so entertaining? Question mark.
No, I told you I would.
No.
Don't smack me, motherfucker.
Proud America said, you from Iraq? Oh boy. Maria said, yeah. Proud America said, Randy, been to Iraq? No.
Nope.
Maria says, I've been here from learning English. I'm here for learning English. Hazel said, I just subscribed. Thank you, Hazel. Always go in if your stuff is public. Always go in after the live and every day, every morning, and whoever subscribed to us, we subscribe back. We think it's only fair. Proud America said Randy served in the armed forces. No.
Nope. I was a police officer, but that was as close as I got.
Maria says in his dream, I guess, in the Orange Army. Someone said, let's make some deal today. Mike said California for Greenland sounds like a pretty good deal. Why don't we go ahead and throw Washington and Oregon in with it?
Hell, I'll throw New York.
Hazel said he ain't joking with that spray bottle.
No shit.
James said, Bud, good friends getting together, learn things about different parts of the world. Yes. Bud said, I'm 4'19" tall.
4'19", so
Yeah.
you're 5'6".
Daryl said I was supposed to go to Iraq.
5'8".
Proud America said a police officer, 4 question marks. Amazing. Yeah, he was a cop for 4 years and then he got the job at the railroad.
I told them at my interview, they asked me for my 5-year goal. I said, in 5 years, I'll be at the railroad. They said, well, let's just say you're not going to be at the railroad in 5 years. Where do you want to be? I said, I'll be at the railroad. They said, no, if you're still at the police department in 5 years, where do you think you'll be? I said, I'll either be in K-9 or a supervisor.
They asked what was the 5-year plan and he told them, but that ain't what they wanted to hear.
Yeah. Then they said, okay, what's your 10-year goal? I said, I'll definitely be at the railroad by then. They said, but if you're still here, I said, oh, yeah, supervision. Well, 4 years later, I give him a resignation to my lieutenant. He goes, you asshole. He's a year ahead of where you should be. I said, well, 5 years, I would be vested and I wouldn't want to leave.
Proud America said Washington and Oregon are way better than California now. Patrick said, did you get it running? Nope. We still don't have Sparkle.
I think it's a camshaft position.
He ordered one, so we're going to try it. Someone said, I need some visa to USA. You want to work for the ice? I would like to have some barrel ice or crushed ice. My Pepsi's a little hot.
Not sure why it's a little warm.
Zachary said, is your son annoying you? We always mess with
He's
each
annoying
other.
the shit out of me.
Bear says, you look like a soldier who served in Iraq and killed some innocent people.
Don't worry about what I did.
Proud
There's a reason
American
that I
said,
keep it secret.
Meadow, you were in Army forces, question mark. Zachary said, cause he's annoying me.
Well, you can scroll on.
Someone said, Proud American said, oh, JT. Or Jay Thompson said, in 1998 in high school, I tried to join the military because I have metal rods on spines, and they said no. Now I have an incurable brain tumor. Bud said, I got in a fist fight with a raccoon. Damn. Proud America says, Bear don't act like a bitch. Innocent people, question mark. Those innocent people blew themselves with IED to stop U.S. Armed Forces convoy. Patrick said, knocking on heaven's door. Daryl said, I was in the military, yes. Patrick said, hi. Hello, Patrick. Y'all coming here talking all that dumb crap. Hit the like button for me. I mean, that's the least you can do. I read your stupid comments. Now, let me go back and see. Now, Zachary, you coming here the other day. Was you starting shit the other day, and now you coming here saying somebody's annoying you when you can scroll through your own? We didn't come through and stop on and you come to us. Daryl said I was in the Army. Yes. Patrick said hi. Someone said, can you me some porn sites coupons? Really? If you can't afford to buy your own coupons and look at porn, then don't ask me for it. Hard Dog said, go Trump. Okay, whatever you want to do, dude. Patrick said, work tomorrow. Yep.
Yes.
B Miss said, are y'all Harris voters? We do not talk politics. If you cannot look into this live and see who we vote for, there's something wrong with you. We like to fly our flag. Bud said Bigfoot can play checkers like a boss. Proud America said porn sites are pretty much free. Mr. 90 said, oh yes, I can see Stone Cold face now. Maria says, I'm back. Welcome back, Maria. Miss said, what pronouns do y'all prefer? Pronouns. Why don't you ask the question you want to ask instead of messing up a pronoun? When I was in school learning English, I never remembered those pronouns. I hated that shit. Someone said, my dream to fly to America. B Miss said, just kidding. Mr. 90 said, be strong, bastard in the back looking busy playing on phony. Proud America said, and browsers go for just $1. What coupon can you use? How much discount will you get in the dollar? Hell, I don't know. Patrick says, I am at Daytona Beach. That is awesome. I'd like to be there. Bud said 100% of the inbreeding happens in the family. Oh, hell. Are you serious? Someone says, why are you playing with your balls? What?
Well, I grew them. I can play with them.
Yeah. Better than somebody else playing with them. I get in trouble doing that. Daryl said, I joined to go to Germany, but they said, no, you're going to Iraq. Waited to deploy, and then they said, Saudi Arabia laughing. But Miss says, what kind of dog you got? Great Dane. Mr. 90 said, these is nice red shirts, Stone Cody. You look like Satan. Rawr. Proud America said, Metal, USEMC, question mark. Daryl said, Army. Shrek said hi. Proud America said metal or USAX. The alphabet said, "What's up, Jimmy?" Maria says, "You mean Santa?" Annie says, "Oh, I'm not doing it." Wait a minute. Let me try something. Oh dear, I don't know if we should try to please the Americans or say that they're a country of propelled. I don't know what it is. The fact remains that Trump is a complete idiot. That's a perfectly clear term. Annie, we don't do politics in here, and remember, assholes are like opinions. Everybody's got them. Proud America said metal, amazing. Maria says, tell him red shirt is better than orange. Someone says, I have Bitcoin. Can I come to America? I have no idea. Maria said, the place is good, but it's missing something. Maria says, you know what it is. Shrek says, have you ever heard of the Weber Genius Grill E310? I have not. Mr. 90 says, I have to go back to work tomorrow. Stone cold. Me too. Patrick said, not cooking out? We did this morning.
What kind of grill is it?
Weber Genesis Grill E310. Maria said, a cat? No. Mr. 90 says, big strong man looking tidy today. I am. I got tired all of a sudden when I come up here. Bud said, my grandpa shaves
That's a $100 grill.
with the mustache. Okay. Shrek says, I'm going to go cook out. All right. Maria said, you made Sunday breakfast live? Yes.
I even told you we were going live.
But I had a very unexpected phone call. We were late trying to get things caught up, and I got a phone call that I was not expecting, and I ended up staying on that phone call a little bit longer than I needed to or wanted to, and so we didn't go live till about 1:15. Someone said, you are so Frebby. I don't know what that is. Fred says, I didn't know. He said he told you. Proud America says, someone only come to the United States if you love our country and can contribute to progress of the United States. That's the way I feel. People want to come. I think they're welcome to come, but come over here and live our lifestyle and live, the way we do things. Don't bring your messed up stuff over here. But I think everybody should be welcome. Beetlejuice says, are you guys a couple? If you call father and son a couple, yeah. Mr. 90 says, I have not seen a weak man in back again. Where is he gooning? Someone said, proud, I don't understand English, brother. Gil says, howdy, Gil. All you new ones, reach up there and hit that likey button for me, please. Proud America said, people come to the United States, earn money, live here for years, don't even know how many states we got. Bud says,
there's a problem.
Do you ever pre-record your live streams? No.
How would we pre-record a live?
Yeah,
I know people do it.
I think it's called something else if you pre-record a live.
No, there's people that do it, like where you donate money or something that supposedly like sticks things out and try to get like stuff to drop. It's just a pre-recorded stream.
Oh.
I don't know how they do it.
Rich says hello. Maria says sorry, I was busy with other things. All right, we understand. Mr. 90 said Stone Cold, have you been England yet? Nope. The anti-rhythm, I don't know what that is. Why is the United States so addicted to drugs? I didn't know they were. I've never done a drug in my life.
Outside of caffeine.
Someone says, can I bring some staff with me to America?
As long as they're worth it.
I don't make the rules. Scum said North Korea rules. The anti says, why do y'all keep buying drugs from cartels? I've never bought a drug. Beetlejuice said, is your son smart? I think so.
I'm a smart ass.
Maria says, they both smart. Destroyer said, nice, tears flag in the background. Whatever you think. Proud America said, yes, you live in the U.S., live in the American way, live in the American way, learn about our country and love our country. Johnny says, hi from Sweden. Bud says, that question was a joke. Slayling said, bro, can you send
I'm
one?
deleting now. Like 10 times.
X Lee says, your head is annoying me, then leave. Mr. Knight said, both my wife have asked for Valentine's gifts. XI Lee says, have you ate too much today? Not too much. John Deere said, what's up? Proud America says, someone try why you want to come to the United States. Scum says, are you addicted to fentanyl? I've never
We
done
lost
drugs.
the fight.
Matthew Owens says, America the beautiful. X Lee says, too much bread and soup. Scum said, is your son a product of incest? Nope. Someone, how much of in Stone Cold cost? I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Ali says, serious question. If you Matthew said, you guys ain't watching the bowl? Nope. Don't care nothing for it. Beetlejuice says 30 million illegals come and not one was a doctor and 30 million medical patients. Let's see. Maria
Shrek
says,
that they're going to auto class next year.
huh?
Shrek is going to auto class next year.
Cool.
And Maria says she wants to come to the United States, but she's going to be like a doctor.
Yeah, Proud Americans, I want to come to the United States. Shrek says, I'm going to,
Maria said stop talking about farts.
Bud says, I like the way the light reflects off your scalp. Maria says, stop talking about farts. Yes, I agree. I agree with you, Maria. Shrek said, welder's class. John Deere said,
Hey,
what
if you
happened
get
to
a chance
the...
to learn that, I say learn it. I'm 30. I don't know how to weld. I can booger the shit out of it, but it's something you can always use to make yourself some money. This dog just shit.
John Deere, what happened to the engine? Why didn't it start? Don't have any spark.
I think it's a bad camshaft position sensor because we have good grounds. Ryan at VR6 Prodigy did suggest plug in a scanner to see if it's giving any codes, but it's going to give a code because I don't have NOx sensors plugged in. But if it's a new camshaft position sensor, I got one ordered. It'll be here Thursday. Not like it's that big of a deal, really.
Matthew said, hear the whistle blowing. It's coming around the bend. I ain't seen the sun since I don't know when. Someone said, any discounts for AK-42 for immigrants? Proud America says, I know some people are mentally retarded here, but please go somewhere else, retarded people. Beetlejuice said, your son is a liberal.
Oh, absolutely.
Ellie says, that sofa seems comfy. Shrek
is
said,
very
Wisconsin is really shitty.
Never been.
The says, the lies are what which rot. The truth is the only way forward. He walks among us again. Mr. 90 says, I have jokey. BFG says, any fuel?
We were spraying it straight in the intake.
I had gas in it. We just didn't have spark. Unless we got a bad spark plug tester.
Which I highly doubt.
Maria says, how do you become so smart with cars and engines?
Trial and error.
You get so deep into it, you got to figure it out. Next time you'll know.
It's like these sensors, Maria. It looks really complicated because it is, but they only plug in one spot. Like the injector plugs, if you plug them into a different spot, the other three won't line up. So you gotta.
Okay, Bane said he is gay. Shrek says, do you want to fix? Matthew says, do y'all like Johnny Cash?
I don't know who that is.
It don't matter. Joe says, your salad will toss tonight's salad by the landlord. Proud America said, man, that's why I love old engines. They're really easy to work on. New sensors, engines, and mess up my whole day. Yes.
Well, Proud American, the best part is it's a Gen 3 LS. So, I mean, yes, it still has a metric butt ton of sensors. But, I mean, I also think that it could possibly have something to do with the bad starter. Because the starter's getting stuck out. But that's not going to cause bad spark. But I probably need to go ahead and suck it up, Buttercup, and order a starter at some point. But, I mean, even these 90s model Camaros we have so many daggum sensors that it's just ridiculous.
Bud said, can I quote you saying I can booger the shit out of it?
Yeah.
Mr. 90 says, you nosy can't be 12 inches long because then it'd be a foot. That's right. Hey, Alex says, Trump, yay or nay? No, we don't do that. John Deere says, everybody here is America, USA. Darn proud to be a USA American. Beetlejuice said, no wonder he doesn't care about England's running the country. Daryl said, 40 minutes tonight. The Flip says, do you all pee in the shower?
Yeah.
John Deere said, no politics. Rusty said, peace. Randy, see you, Rusty.
See you, Rusty.
Long Range says, hi, I'm John Deere. Matthew said, it would work if it was points and condensers.
Oh, probably.
Daryl said, Rusty. Rusty said, hi. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were leaving, but
Oh, well, good.
I guess it's coming in. Rusty said, hi, Long Mike. John Deere said, what's up, Long? Rusty said, hi, John Deere. Proud America said, oh. BFG said, what would you recommend as the most reliable fan-cooled snowmobile engine?
I
Don't
know
know.
nothing about snowmobile.
The LS engine. Rusty said, what's up, Buttercups? Not much. How about for you? Maria said, good night, everyone. I really enjoyed today. Have a nice time. See you, Maria.
See you,
Thank
Maria.
you for
Have a good
stopping
night.
in.
Clean your room.
Clean your room, yeah. John Deere said, what's up, Randy?
Rusty.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, Rusty. Sorry. John Deere said, what's up, Rusty? Mike said, hi, Rusty. What shampoo you use? Maria said, Randy, keep eating salads, all right? I don't know what Void's trying to say. Cookie says, hello from the Netherlands. Proud America said, yes, Dodge, Chrysler, and GM engines have been really
Sophisticated.
to work on. Proud America said that word. Sophisticated. Bud said, Wolf Brand chili is mouthwash for men. Mr. Light said, I've been trying to learn how to swim. My instructor is a strict bastard. He threw me in the pool from the side. Then sink or swim. Matthew said, y'all are Chevy, Ford, or Dodge lovers. I like Chevy and GMCs, but to be honest with you, man, I really like all kinds of vehicles. But my preference is Chevy and GMC. Jimmy said, can you tell him to be quiet in the back, please?
Oh, I'm going to be loud as shit now because that's all you ever ask for when you come in here.
Rusty said, they are closet Ford guys, Matthew.
Man, Rusty. Alejandro.
Yeah, said GTA 6 win?
We'll never get it.
Josh said, would you like an English cup of tea? Would you like an English cup of tea? Proud America said Honda engines are good with more mechanically controlled engines than sensors. That's why they are more reliable and easy to serve.
Absolutely.
Maria said, wow, the Breakfast Live was more than 2 hours. Yes, we worked on the engine there too.
Yeah.
Hi man said, Liberty says hi.
Hello.
Bud says, drowning takes my breath away. Oh, hell. Patrick said, 57 Chevy. Mr. Knight says, have you learned how to swim stone cold? Can big string bastard in back swim? Yes. Rusty said, a spot AT.
Spot T.
Daniel said, how do I get on the wall? You become a member, $4.99 a month, and we'll put you on the wall and out at the street. Matthew said, Ford found on road dead. Police fled on race day.
Dover rebuilt Dodge.
Yeah.
You know, I know Daryl's deleted this guy, and I know that Daryl timed him out for 10 minutes, and I think Mike deleted his comment, but I just want to read this. It says, not caring what's going on right now in America politics while you're a wealthy white person and other people's lives are being flipped upside down strictly because they're brown, white privilege. If you had any idea how fucking hard we've worked our ass off to get in the seats that we're in right now, you'd shut your damn mouth. I don't give a shit what you look like or where you're from in this world. It is your decision to do what you do in your life. Okay? Yeah, there's some shitty people out there that try to mess people up, but you're part of the fucking problem. Rusty said he agrees with Bud. John Deere said Ford makes good work trucks. Well, they do. Deshaun said, sup, my gangsta. Alejandro said, I have a chameleon infestation at home, but I really can't tell because they are invisible. Matthew said, Ford makes your legs strong from pushing. Proud America said, are you guys up to hire someone? Not right now, and the way the LLC is set up, I can't hire anybody. Mike said, good night, guys. Good night, Mike. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Daryl said, amen, R3. Travis said, WP my ass. I earned everything I have. Exactly. Last time I tried to walk in somewhere just because I'm white and do something I want, they told me to get the hell out. Rusty said, so stupid. I wish I had white privilege preaching. Los Queers said, psst. Mr. Knight, he said, what is white privilege? Mr. Knight, their opinion is just because I am white means that I can do whatever I want in this world with zero repercussions. And because I am white, I have oppressed all this long list of people because I got to control what I was born as. Well, this stupid bastard. You want to find a way to piss me off real quick, blame something you can't control for your life. Let's see here. Luce said she doesn't even count as a body unless she's had... Oh, yeah, sure. Dewan Stank said, I love big women. Bud said, slow smoked pig butts are ham sandwiches warehouse. Rusty said, I might live forever because I own a lot of Fords. Matthew said, fix it again. Tony, a.k.a. Fiat. Proud American said, I do feel some people deserve to be treated with racism. I'm not going to say that, but I do believe some people need to do a nice, swift punch right square in their ugly ass mouth. Because they're a fucking idiot. They all they want to do is quote what people tell them to say from the news. You get out and work for what you have, and then everybody wants to say, oh, it must be nice. You have any idea how hard we've worked to get where we are? I mean, people don't care. They just want me to hand them free shit and then say, oh, I have the privilege. Mr. Knight said, I am a brown bastard. I have never seen white privilege. Well, I have yet to be able to redeem it. Laos said, all white privilege means is that because of something you can't control, you're held at a higher standard than everyone else for some reason. Sounds like a real deal to me. No shit. Rusty said, so true. Alexander says they like barreled ice. Los said, I agree with dude who said we need to turn up the heat. People need to be held accountable. How about that? Matthew said, did you know Fiat owns Dodge and made in Mexico now? Yes. Rusty said, I love all people and have a blended family. I hate everyone equally. Sorry I got upset and dropped a few F-bombs, everybody, but I kind of had to say it. I didn't have to, but I kind of wanted to say it. But everybody, that's 8 o'clock.
Y'all have a good day, good night whenever you're watching this. And remember, everybody, y'all keep it silly. Thank y'all for coming in and enjoying the live. Sorry we had so many idiot trolls out here today, but thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a good day, good night whenever you're watching this. And remember, keep it silly.
Thank you.